Hi, welcome to my latest video. Well, in this one I'm going to do another product review, this time for a remote security camera from Xega. It's their XG01 model, and it has a lot of very interesting features to it. First of all, it doesn't need any sort of wiring to your network or your computer because it uses a cellular network in order to communicate. So you can put it just about anywhere, out in the middle of nowhere if you wanted to monitor some off-distance land or property that, there is no computer or any building nearby. You could put this right onto a tree or whatever and monitor that area with this camera. If you have a large piece of property or a ranch, farm, you could put this quite far to the gate, let's say, that's a couple of miles away, and then you can monitor it because it communicates through cellular to your phone. There's an app that it comes with that allows you to monitor it. That is both the biggest positive and the biggest negative, because obviously you're going to have to get a contract, and right now it's restricted to AT&T in order to have the cellular service to it. But it's not the same kind of contract as if you were going to connect an iPhone to that, because this is very limited in terms of the traffic that it'll produce. It also has the ability to put an SD card up to 128 gig, so it can store the images locally as well. And you could set it to either continuously record 24/7, or you can set it up to detect only humans or other living forms before it starts recording if you want to do it that way. It also has, and again, good for the gate purpose, way out, two-way audio communication that you can activate from your phone. So if you see somebody out at your gate of your ranch or your farm, a couple of miles away, you can actually say, "Hi, how you doing?" And you can greet them and see who they are, and if there's somebody that we're waiting for or expecting to possibly see. So it's got a lot of nice features to it. It has a solar panel on it that can generate 40 watts of power for an internal battery that can store something like 20,000 milliamp hours of power, quite large. So that's all included. It does not include the SD card, so you'll have to get that separately from what I read on it so far. I didn't open it up yet. The next thing I'll do is I'll open it up and we'll see what it comes with. And then I'll go ahead and try hooking it up to my phone and seeing how we can control it, because it actually has full PTZ controls. You can pan, you can tilt, you can go ahead and get a pretty good image of probably something like 355 degrees if you'd like to, from where this camera is positioned. So we'll open it up first and then we'll try it out. Okay, so here it is in the box. Let's see how I open this up. It looks like, come over here, leave my knife, open this guy up. That's quite big. Let's see what's first here. Looks like, let's see. That's a solar panel? Yeah, I think that's what that is. Let me get it out of this package here. Let's see how big this thing is. Oh my goodness. It's like a double solar panel. Wow. So I guess it sort of butts together here. Probably on both sides of the device, but we'll see. Sort of butts together into one giant solar panel. And I guess that screws to the actual camera assembly on the bottom here with all the cablings. See the camera now. Oh, over here it looks like it has a pretty thick instruction booklet and a good sized font to it too. I'm really tired of those little ones, so I'm going to be spending some time with this. So it is 3G and 4G LTE. Let's get this guy out of here. Look at that. Sort of goes like this. That's the front of it. That's where the camera lens is, and it's supposed to have both infrared and regular lighting capability with these LEDs. Like I said, it can roll and tilt. It's waterproof. These are nice waterproof seals here for where all the connectors would go. And these look like the cellular antennas over here. Put this aside. What else we got in here? Well, looks like some accessories and screws and such. More cabling. USB capability. It looks like a USB micro and type A. And this looks like an arm that you can attach to it to connect it up to wherever it's going, whether it's to a wall or a tree or whatever. Okay. What else we got here? Looks like some more plates for securing it. Yep. That's a pretty complete set here. It's supposed to come with a SIM card that can be activated for a while, for like a month or so. Yeah, that's what that is. I'll have to activate that in order to test this out. And that's it. It's got a label in here. I guess this is the template for securing it to the wall or a tree or whatever, for the screws, for the plate that's at the bottom of the camera. Okay. That's everything that's in the box. So now it's all set up. I have on my test wall here both the camera and the solar panel. There's a wire that has to connect between them. It's actually quite long. I figure it's about 8 feet or so. So you can put the solar panel even like around the corner of a building if you want, or on the other side of a tree almost, if that's where you're putting the camera. So it's pretty strong and pretty long. Let me open up the app and see what we got here. Here we go. And here it is. Now we're live. It's looking with me included in the frame right now. You can also see in the background here my camera that's actually recording this session. Let me see if I can make it do some magic. I'll switch over to the camera controls. Since it is a PTZ camera, let me go to the right a little bit. There we go. I can go to the left again. There we go. Let me center it. I'm going to try to point to my camera and see what we got here. There's a zoom in on the bottom, a view zoom in and out. Let me go ahead and zoom plus. As you can see, it's coming in on my camera at this point. And I can zoom out. Okay. So it seems to work pretty good. Now some of the things to consider is, if you take a look at this solar panel, I mean, it's pretty secure in general, but the bracket to the wall is extremely secure. It's all made of metal. However, the little connection point between the base of the screen and the point where it's connected up to the extension, it's made of plastic and it's a little bit on the wobbly side. So just be aware of that. On a windy day, I don't know if that'll necessarily take care of it. So you might have to secure that a little bit more than what it is right now. Just a concern that I have about this. So as you can see here, it works fairly well. It is connected wirelessly. It's using up a sample wireless connection that this thing was given in terms of having the card from the cellular company on it. So I think this is something worth considering if you have an issue where you need to put a camera in a location that is very far away from any of your normal network and power connections, since it does have the ability to completely be self-contained as long as it can get to a cellular antenna of some sort, which right now most of the country, most of the world even, that's not really an issue. So I think it's it's fairly good in that regard. It meets a certain use case, but it seems to be doing extremely well. The price that's currently marked, it's about just over $200. I would suspect that that price will come down since this is a new product from Xega, but we'll have to see.